Gotta go, status quo. See you later, elevator. Bye-bye, shirt and tie. So long, stubborn silos. Farewell, frustrating commutes, and per my last email, goodbye, bloated inboxes. Gotta go, status quo. Hello, success. Hello, change. Well, hello, wellness. Healthy again. Hello, tech put to good use. Hello, single source of truth. Hello, new skills, new trails to blaze. Uniting teams in all new ways. Growth, it has been too long. Let's work from anywhere.
Come on!
Hello, pioneering innovation. New ways to work across towns and nations. More customer delight. Ooh, elation. With success at every destination. And while we're talking change creation, how about equality that shows, not tells? Companies that share the wealth. A planet that sustains itself. It's up to businesses to help. Hello, future. Hello, trust. Let's succeed from anywhere. All of us. Please welcome President and Chief Marketing Officer, Salesforce, Sarah Franklin.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are here at the Salesforce Success Anywhere World Tour. We have been joining you from surprise locations around the world, from Singapore to DC to LA. And today, I am so lucky to be here at the Palmer Center in Austin, Texas. It is a lovely day. Austin is home of Franklin's Barbecue. I do love that name. And lovely runs along the river. I took a great one last night. And just an incredible community. I'm even wearing my Kinder Scott necklace that my daughter gave me for my birthday last year. So yeah, I heard some love for Kinder Scott local business. So much amazing stuff here. And we're not just joined by incredible trailblazers here in the room in person, which is, I have to say, an incredible feeling right now, but also joined by trailblazers around the world. Let's look at that VIP Zoom room and say hello to everyone. I see Carlos, Denise, Andrea. We're celebrating all of you together here today. And I want to begin today grounded in gratitude. Thank you so much to all of you, our customers, our partners, our stakeholders, and a huge thank you to our first responders and healthcare workers. It is because of you and all that you do that we are able to be here today, gathered safely. So thank you to all of you, our trailblazers. Your resilience is so inspiring. And together, we stay grounded in our values. They really are that North Star for all of us. It begins with trust. I know all of you rely on us no matter what tomorrow is going to bring our way. And customer success, all of us put all of you first. Whether it's our people, our products, or our programs, your success is paramount to us. And innovation is at our core as a tech company. From Vaccine Cloud this past year, which helps administer like over 50 million vaccines, to our intent to acquire Slack. And you hear the train going in the background, maybe. We really are outside, I swear to you. Things are moving here, really, literally. And equality has never been more important. The pandemic has magnified inequalities, and right now, I do want to make a special send of my heart and my love from all of us to all of you in India for everything that you're going through right now. Our values are also driving us to create change here in the United States. We support nonpartisan policy principles on voting, and we believe a person's right to cast their ballot is the foundation of our democracy. And that's why we're advocating for greater access to safe and secure elections for all eligible voters, and why we opposed SB 202 in Georgia and SB 7 here in Texas. Yes. We even got a train horn for that one, if you weren't here in the room to hear that. And to underscore our commitment, we're donating $1.5 million to nonprofit and nonpartisan efforts, and $1 million to the ACLU Foundation and affiliates in Georgia, Indiana, and Texas. And $250,000 each to the Andrew Goodman Foundation and the New Georgia Project. More train horns, I don't know if you can hear them. And so we are so, so grateful for this vital work. And we're going to continue to do this work together. We're going to make that commitment to everyone from all walks of life. No matter what company you're in, whatever industry, location, size of your company, we want to make you successful, to lead with innovation, to lead with our culture, and to give back through philanthropic efforts. We truly believe that we do well by doing good, and that values create value. Look no further than this screen right here where you see that together, we are the #1 CRM for the 8th year in a row. Together as trailblazers, we have done this. And we've created something we call the Salesforce economy. What is that, you might ask? Well, it's 4.2 million jobs globally around the world for people that know how to implement Salesforce. And that results in $1.2 trillion in GDP impact through 2024. And this is you. This is what you're doing. This is all about trailblazers driving the Salesforce economy. And I see you all here in the room. Scott, I see you. I see Nadina over there. Stephanie, I see you back there. The creator of Salesforce Saturdays herself is in the house, in the flesh. She's right there. And all of you here together, you're inspiring others to learn, to connect, to have fun, and give back together. 11 million trailblazers strong around the world across 90 countries. And if we go back to that Zoom room, we've got some VIP people there. I think, Alexandra, are you joining us here from Burnaby, British Columbia?
Yes, I'm here, and it's amazing to be here with my fellow trailblazers, just chatting and waiting to hear all the exciting announcements.
Yeah, it's a new world because we're together digitally and in person. So what are you most excited about today?
I'm excited to just connect with my fellow trailblazers and just hear what you're about to say.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us online so you can be here together with us in person as well. So not only are we bringing you Austin in sights of it, but we also have a chance to get special souvenirs. So if you're watching online, use the hashtag #SuccessAnywhere or entry to win a souvenir from Astro theirself. So this is my favorite moment because when we speak of trailblazers, we have an Austin native here in the audience who's been a huge advocate for change and a leader in the trailblazer community. Zachary Banks, let's come on up here and let's have a little chat.
Hello, thank you for having me, Sarah.
Thank you for joining us here today and safely. So you're a technical product manager at PayPal, and you've done so much here in the community. What advice do you have for everybody that's listening at home that wants to be as influential as you?
Yeah, the advice I would have for everyone at home is to ask for help if you need help and recognize the community is very willing to give help. And don't be afraid to talk to someone or say hello that you wouldn't normally to and ask for that help. But also recognize if you're in a state of privilege or have received help, give back to the community that has helped you.
And what has your journey been like? I think I got the questions mixed up in a row. That's okay, right? It's live TV. So tell us about yourself and your journey. I was just so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here too. So my journey's still going on. It definitely was a lot of hard work, but that has been rewarded with great success. So growing up, I grew up on food stamps, Section 8, and I've been out since 15 as a gay man. And I'm also a first-time college student in my family, so needless to say, I didn't quite have the resources I needed to succeed in college. Oh, I know.
I hit the microphone. They don't like it when I do that.
But I did get... Thank you for the claps. I did get my degree in computer technology, but I didn't really focus in any one topic particular. I ended up working in a call center using Salesforce Service Cloud in 2015, but I had heard about Silicon Hills or Austin, Texas, and in 2016, I moved here and I joined a startup that was also using Service Cloud. But the problem was the Service Cloud was very outdated. So being the cocky 21 or 22-year-old, I went up to the director of support and said, I feel like I could make this better. And to my surprise, she said, OK, prove it. And then I quickly realized, oh, shoot, I need to actually upskill.
You got to do what you said.
Got to do what I got to do. So I heard about Salesforce Saturday here in Austin, Texas. I went to the Coffee Bean, and I met Nadina Lisbon, who gave me some great pointers, and she told me about Trailhead. And I used Trailhead in the community, and I was quickly able to succeed in the job, and that led to my promotion as Salesforce administrator for that startup. But I stayed connected with Nadina and the community, and she ended up giving me my first six-figure job in 2018 at 24 years old. It was very exciting.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
24 years old and six-figure salaries and just such an incredible leader. And that is so incredible. So, you know, we are so proud of you. And you have inspired not just everyone here, but the millions of people watching online. And we want people to look to you and say, I can be what I can see. And we have a little tradition that we want to do. If we want to go ahead and cue the moment where we bring out the ever special, coveted golden hoodie, special for Zachary here today. All right. Let's get that puppy on. Are you going to take off the old one? I see. All right, and I'm going to take a selfie of this because I'm just like that. It's actually a nice, beautiful, cool day. It's not super hot. Look at that. You look good in gold, Zachary. All right, let's get a selfie here. All right, thank you so much. Round of applause again for Zachary. Okay, we are truly in a new world. I mean, we used to be doing these types of events in fancy conference centers, and I'm literally out here in the middle of a park with trailblazers around the world. And trailblazers like Zach, you proved to us that a beginner's mind has never been more important. That story that you saw something, you said, I can do better, and you did. We're rethinking everything in our world today, from how we live to how we work. 69% of people tell you that they believe that work has permanently changed. The pandemic has accelerated work from anywhere. We're rethinking everything from the employee experience. I will share that at Salesforce, we're no exception. I get to join the next week, literally, our volunteered vaccinated cohort in our phased reopening. And if you looked at the Wall Street Journal this week, Mark Benioff was talking about even Salesforce looking at a ranch. Like, these are things that you would never have thought about, even a year ago. And the pandemic is accelerating our move to digital. In Cloud 1.0, Google and Amazon, they showed us the way into the age of the internet, and that was the birth of Salesforce. And then a decade later, Cloud 2.0, Facebook and Apple put social and mobile at our fingertips. You could literally run your business from your phone. And today, in Cloud 3.0, you see Slack and Zoom and the hyperscalers empowering us to be successful from anywhere in the age of complete digital transformation. But one thing that is happening is that the pandemic is also amplifying the trust divide. As customers, we're shopping with our hearts, no longer our wallets. We want to trust the brands that we do business with. But today, there's a lot of mistrust. There's a lot of miscommunication, misunderstanding between every stakeholder in a time where you truly need to care for every stakeholder. And the pandemic is pushing us hard to do business directly, to build those trusted relationships. You look at Sonos. I don't know, I have Sonos speakers, I love them. I have 8 of them in my house. They got me through the pandemic because music really does change everything. And they made a shift to going direct to consumer, and it led to a sales increase of 84%. That is incredible. DoorDash, I don't know about you, I use DoorDash to keep myself and my family fed. Wasn't just ordering lunch or dinners, it was the whole week. And with more customers, they had more customers asking questions, so they had to supercharge their service and onboard new businesses. And they had to do this with trust at the center. And trust is so, so important. And the pandemic is accelerating new business models and operating models. At Salesforce, we went from having quarterly all hands to weekly. Mark Benioff would get on the call with all 60,000 employees. We have broadcast experiences like this, digital networking. We had Alexandra in the VIP Zoom room joining us here in Austin, Texas. These are the things that are different. And we need to ask ourselves, how can we serve every stakeholder? Because business truly is the greatest platform for change. We have to think globally and act locally. Today, every single person here that joined, they're not only here, they also gave back with their time beforehand by having conversations with upcoming students through a program called College Forward. And today, I'm proud to share that to India, we're donating $1 million to local partners. And just this last weekend, we sent a 787 plane filled with essential medical supplies, oxygen concentrators, and oximeters over to India because that is how we do business. And this is the Success from Anywhere imperative. This is how we focus on you. This is how we work in the all-digital work from anywhere world, and we get back to growth. We embrace this new world. We invest in digital transformation. We invest in building trust. And we have the courage to adopt new business models and think about the needs of every stakeholder. And we do this with the Salesforce Customer 360. The Customer 360 has never been more important. And everything you need to succeed from anywhere and get back to growth with a single source of truth of your customer is right at your fingertips. And we're innovating every day. And to share a lot more about our innovation, please welcome an Austin local and our EVP of Customer Support, Jim Roth. Jim.
Hey, Sarah. Thanks. It's great to be here with you in the ATX.
Is that the lingo?
Totally.
Okay,
That's
good. Thank you, Jim. Take it away.
It's so great to be here with all of you, too, in my hometown of Austin to celebrate the amazing innovation happening on the Salesforce platform. And how about this set? Doesn't it kind of remind you of a daytime version of the set for Austin City Limits? If you're not familiar, Austin City Limits is the longest-running music show in television history. And for 47 years in running, it's been filmed right here in Austin. Yeah, there we go. Now, Austin City Limits has definitely gone digital. So you can always go check it out at acltv.com for amazing acts like our friends, the Black Pumas, who we're going to see a little bit later. I talk to customers all day, every day, and they're all going digital faster than ever. Let's take a few more Austin examples. How about Yeti? A year ago, retail across the globe shut down, and Yeti had to figure out how to sell more and more coolers and high-end tumblers from their one remaining channel, Yeti.com. Well, fast forward a year later, and Yeti.com is over 50% of their sales. The company's thriving. They're the jersey sponsor for our new Austin Pro sports team, and they've got over 65% market share in my kitchen, based on all those tumblers I've accumulated over the last year. Another great Austin example is Dell, born at the University of Texas, just a mile behind us in Michael's dorm room. Dell had to figure out how to sell to and service customers in 190 countries with all their employees sitting at home. These stories remind us that brands must meet buyers where they are. And that is exactly why we created the Customer 360. So you can go digital, faster, and with scale across all your customers and all your channels, across sales and service and marketing and commerce. Sorry, wrong slide there. And you can extract value from your data with ease with MuleSoft and Tableau. Because let's be honest, in today's world, data is everything. If you want to engage with relevance, personalize interactions, grow relationships, and grow revenue, it's all about the data. And that's why we are thrilled for today's product announcement, a Texas-sized announcement. And we're going to solve that data problem for marketers. The Salesforce Customer Data Platform, making data smarter and easier to act on in a trusted way. Now, you might be asking, what is a customer data platform? A CDP connects all types and sources of customer data. So marketers like Sarah can have a single source of truth across all customer interactions. And the Salesforce Customer Data Platform is built on the world's #1 CRM. And with MuleSoft, you can connect and aggregate data from anywhere. And let's not forget our friend Einstein, who's part of the CDP as well. Einstein's helping with smarter segmentation. So you can make sure you're targeting the right prospect at the right time, in the right channel, in the right place. You can also enrich your data with calculated insights like customer lifetime value and engagement scores. And we've integrated Tableau to give you the who and the why behind every campaign. And the cherry on top, you can connect all of this data to thousands of apps in the App Exchange. With the Salesforce Customer Data Platform, every marketer can be a data scientist, and any marketer can engage with brands everywhere. But that's not the end of the innovation. Let's talk a little bit more about our friend Einstein. Today, speed is more relevant than ever, and so we're putting Einstein into every corner of the Customer 360, every application and every tool. And Einstein is generating 93 billion predictions each and every day. That's unbelievable. Now, we know it's important to do AI the right way, the trusted way. So we've stood up a dedicated AI ethics team to ensure ethics and responsibility are part of it all. We also know that today, performance and scalability are more important than ever. And we're all struggling to figure out how to deal with the data residency regulations that are popping up all over the world. And that's why we launched Hyperforce. Hyperforce is not the name of the next Star Wars movie. Hyperforce is Salesforce on the public cloud. And that means you can run Salesforce from anywhere. We're already live in India and Germany, and we'll be live in 7 additional countries later in the year. So let's put this whole stack together. Your operating system for success. On the bottom is Hyperforce. That's the foundation, the base layer. And on top of that is the Customer 360. That's your apps that empower you to succeed from anywhere. On top of that is the App Exchange that extend the power of the Customer 360. And the App Exchange apps are pre-integrated, ready to install, and easy to maintain. And then above that, the engagement layer. That's Slack, which we announced our intent to acquire last year. Slack is your headquarters in the cloud. It's where you connect, it's where you engage, it's how you collaborate with stakeholders across your enterprise. It's also got great emojis, so it makes work so much more fun, too. That's the operating system for success. And the scale, it's staggering. Every single day, you send 2.8 billion marketing messages. And every day, you interact with customers on over 5 billion cases. The scale is staggering. Now, I sat down like I was writing a song to the musical Rent and did the math. 2.8 billion marketing messages every day. That's 2 million marketing messages every single minute. Oh my gosh, my head might explode. The scale is so staggering. And we haven't even talked about our ecosystem partners. We talked about Hyperforce, and that's all powered by our partners in the public cloud that we love. And we have partners in the ecosystem even beyond that. In the App Exchange, we have 6,500 apps that are all built by ISV partners. We have SIs around the world who are there to help you succeed every single day. I mean, I'm getting a little dizzy. Oh my gosh, the scale and the performance and the innovation is just kind of mind-boggling. I think I'm going to have to turn it back to Sarah. Sarah, I'm going to have to sit down and get some water. I'm getting a little dizzy. Let's talk to some customers about what they're doing with all the innovation and scale happening on the Salesforce platform.
Thank you, Jim. We don't want you getting dizzy here.
I know.
You're not going to pass out on me, right?
Not at all.
We still have more to do.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Just checking. Okay, well, that was so much innovation, and now we get to switch gears and go into story time. So we have 2 incredible stories to share with you today. The first one is Rocket Companies, and what they have done is digitized everything from making a life decision. Let's roll that film.
Financial transactions that one doesn't do every single day, it'll always be scary. I think till the end of time, it'll be something that is met with resistance, uncertainty, and a little bit of distrust.
No one likes to go to the car dealership and be uncertain about what's going to happen. If we can empower dealers and empower consumers, we're helping.
The consumer has expectations that we are going to know what's important to them.
One of our primary products happens to be mortgage, but we're a tech company. What we think about is the client experience.
Everything that we do creates some type of data output. Data allows us to tie the threads in that human connection.
I don't think there's been a moment in the last 50 years where a home has meant more to a human being.
We didn't know necessarily that we were preparing for a pandemic, but we're always thinking about how can we meet the next challenge. And we didn't miss a beat.
The whole world went virtual. You can serve your clients from literally anywhere on planet Earth.
How do we give them all the power they could possibly need to make that happen?
Salesforce really played a key role because it allowed us to really understand each touch point we had with the client.
It's not fun to try to guess what's important, where the client's at, what do they need from us right now. A single source of truth means we're talking to a person, not a data point.
It is a little bit of a culture shock when you say trust the computer.
I want people doing the things that they're most passionate about.
We always say simplicity is genius.
Our salespeople can focus on what they do best, which is building relationships, using empathy, using humor.
I mean, if you leverage data properly, you can make everyone's life better. That's why we're always thinking about ethical use of data to ensure that we're not bothering our clients, but we're there at the right moment when we can assist them.
When you leverage and have great technology partners like Salesforce, we can create almost anything.
It has increased the speed of the game for us, which is everything.
We had a record year.
We've more than 5 times our market share. The other companies in our space that are struggling to get past 2-3% share and using gut to determine what to do next, it's not scalable.
I think the most important thing for us is that we share the culture. Salesforce and Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. I learned that from Dan Gilbert, our founder. Pick a mission that you enjoy working on.
We are really committed to making sure that our actions line up with what we say we're going to deliver on.
Our mission is to reduce the friction for any and all complicated transactions in a human's life. And if we can make it a pleasurable experience, we're winning, we're helping people. And that's what it's all about.
That is just incredible growth, 5 times market share growth, and innovation powered by the Salesforce Customer 360. You look at Rocket, how they make something hard, like buying a home or finding a car, or getting a loan, easy. And with Salesforce, they got 24,000 remote workers successful from anywhere, from kitchens and living rooms and patios. And they saw a 55% increase in leads, and that helped their growth. And today, we're lucky to be joined in the Zoom with Austin Nemec. So Austin, welcome to Austin. I've been waiting to say that.
Thanks, Sarah. I feel like I'm there. Look at the beauty of the city.
You are. You're here with all of us. And it's a lovely, gorgeous day here in the park. A bird just came down, literally. So can you share what has been the biggest challenge in digitizing this lending process at Rocket?
Yeah, I think that, first of all, digitizing the lending process has been something we've been focused on, not over the last 5-10 years, but really 30 years. I mean, one of our core philosophies here, you'll see and hear Dan Gilbert talk about it all the time, that we need to let computers do what computers do best so that human beings can do what human beings do best. So computers are great at gathering data, doing repetitive tasks, where humans are great at innovating, communicating, having empathy. And when those two things work together in harmony, it's a beautiful thing. But to your point, it can become difficult. But man, do we see it really, really, really come into play in 2020 with having to pivot and work from home, and having a lot of our client base pivot and work from home, and just seeing that accelerate. Again, computers doing what computers best, humans doing what humans do best. That allowed us, as you heard in the video, to literally set every single possible record, not only just from production, market share, but also client satisfaction, which is the most important piece.
And so, Austin, what is your #1 rule for building those lifelong customers?
Yeah, so we have 19 rules called our isms, but one that I love is simplicity is genius. And we look at the most complex transactions in America, mortgage being one of them, where we started. And we look at auto, and we look at personal loans, and how do we take these daunting, very complicated transactions and simplify them? Simplicity is genius. It's really easy to complicate things. Many people do. It's very difficult to simplify things. So we can use technology to take maybe 10 different systems or 10 different products and consolidate them into one platform, whether it's for consumers or our B2B partners out there across the country, is a philosophy that we live and breathe, is simplifying a complicated process. Simplicity is genius.
Well, we've all learned that simplicity is genius. Thank you so much, Austin, and thank you for Rocket Companies for all you have done to help make this hard process so easy for so many. Thank you so much.
Of course, yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you so much. And now to see this incredible innovation in action, we have an expert in data and marketing joining us. Please welcome our SVP Marketing Cloud product, Robin Grochel.
Thanks, Sarah. Welcome aboard the Data Train. This is the express train to amazing experiences, and it's about to take us on a journey to see how Rocket Companies uses Salesforce to build loyalty with their clients. Take these two, for example. Nelson and Sharon are empty nesters, thinking it might be time for a smaller house closer to nature and hiking. Nelson starts by looking at listings in the areas they like.
What destination do you want today, honey?
Let's go back to Oxnard by the sea.
I'd like that very much.
But his search has gone off the rails until he sees an ad from Rocket Companies for a loan calculator. This is perfect because he knows there's a gap between what they have in the bank and what houses are going for. So how did the ad find him? Rocket is using the Salesforce customer data platform to make sure every interaction with Nelson is personalized. We saw earlier that he was looking up housing prices, and he has past web activity searching for mortgage rates. With that info, Rocket can make sure that they're only serving their loan calculator to active buyers like him. Rocket's Mint integration makes it easy and secure to pull in his connected financial accounts. This is so much better than trying to remember the password to an account he made 10 years ago. Just like that, Nelson is pre-approved. Let's see what this looks like for Corbin, the banker at Rocket Companies. Here we are inside of Financial Services Cloud. Nelson's record is a single source of truth for his financial data, his activity, and his preferences, thanks to the data from CDP and MuleSoft to bring in data from anywhere. We can see his details and the other Rocket products he already has. And on the right-hand side, we can see that Nelson is highly engaged with Rocket's brand. He's clearly an active buyer, which we can see in his engagement score. This is an AI-calculated insight, factoring in his activity history and possible intent. This is a game changer for Corbin. Before she had this single source of truth about Nelson, she might have looked through a dozen systems just to confirm Nelson's details. Or worse, not have known important details about her client. Wait, stop the train. Sharon and Nelson are realizing that they want to move as close to the beach as possible. Now, in the past, this would have been the last stop for Corbin and Nelson, a highly qualified client who's so close to a decision. But now, Corbin can use data to figure it out. Let's ask Tableau. Tableau really makes it easy for anybody to get value out of their data. Corbin can simply ask the data which areas fit Nelson and Sharon's criteria. Then, using advanced natural language processing and machine learning, Tableau can understand what Corbin is looking for and translates Corbin's question into a data visualization. When she adds Sharon's desire to be closer to the coast, easy, the visualization is updated. Without having to be an analytics expert, Corbin is able to narrow down the perfect area that meets all of her clients' requests and lets them know. And it's the next stop. With all of this data brought together by the CDP, Corbin is always adding value, like reminding Nelson that he can reach a real estate agent through his Rocket Homes app when he arrives. While they're off exploring, let's see how Rocket can grow with customers like Nelson with the mortgage bundle and a financing offer from Rocket Auto. Here, in the home screen of the Salesforce CDP, the marketing team has a single source of truth about all of their clients, reconciled from all of the data sources across their organization. We can see audience trends, engagement data, and top-performing segments. Let's click into one of them. With the Salesforce CDP, creating an audience segment is easier than ever. Segments have gotten smarter with suggested values and attributes, helping create the ideal audience to engage with. Now we can identify even more clients who would be a great fit for this bundled offer, like people who are moving to rural towns where a car might be needed, and those already engaged with the brand. Next, Rocket can activate this audience on any advertising, messaging, or engagement platform. They can even connect to their audiences through thousands of apps in the Salesforce App Exchange, with partners that provide access to relevant web, mobile, and connected TV ads. Let's see what that looks like for customers. So whether that's through Instagram, an ad on their favorite streaming platform, or a podcast, Salesforce CDP helps Rocket bring the right offers to the right clients wherever they are. That's how Rocket Companies personalizes every interaction with their clients to bring a first-class experience that builds trust and loyalty. Nice work, Rocket Companies. Back to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Robin. Now, let's shift gears to a story about an Austin-based company tasked not only with its own digital transformation, but its customers' digital transformation as well. To learn more about Dell Technologies, let's roll the film.
Many people know Dell as the company that makes laptops, but Dell Technologies provides everything from solutions in the data center to software that makes it all run effectively. And we ship products and service solutions in over 150 countries. Dell also does a lot for the broader Austin community, whether it's the Dell Medical Center or one of my personal favorites, Austin City Limits. While people couldn't see live music, ACL made their archives available digitally, which was something that Dell Technologies was a really big part of.
When the pandemic hit, 150,000 employees pivoted immediately to working from home. My dogs love it. They think it's great that I'm home all the time.
Everyone was using Salesforce when they were in the office, and when they went home and everything was changing around them, we still had the same structure and process and ways of working. We could innovate very quickly to deal with the issues that we hadn't faced before. The customer success team has been with us on that entire journey. We've been really appreciative of the great talent that Salesforce has had working alongside us.
So we pivoted to look at how do we make Salesforce more productive for our sales organization, knowing that they couldn't go and meet with their customers.
At Dell, the customer is at the center of everything we do. Having a 360 view of your customer helps you grow the relationship because you can see the customer across their life cycle.
The business continues to evolve. People expect more. They want every interaction to be not just digital, but frictionless, and they really want a rapid response. Having a single source of truth and having a single pane of glass into that source of truth, you can make a decision versus requesting it, getting the reports, bridging it together. The best case, you're talking hours, but you're probably talking days versus having information at your fingertips. Super important.
I have two great companies. I work at Dell, but I love Salesforce, and I think that they're just as dedicated as the Dell team is to see us being successful.
I don't think we'll ever be done because we keep raising the bar. We're still in a digital transformation.
Incredible story, and I love how their quarter-end sales process, those systems performed like 67% better, and how they have 17,000 service agents working remotely. What an incredible company Dell is and has incredible leadership. And we are so lucky to be joined here today by Jen Felch, who is the Chief Digital Officer and CIO of Dell. Welcome here today. I'm so honored to be here with you.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, and welcome to Austin.
Yeah, the greeting has been incredible. Thank you so much. So, how can we as Salesforce, what have we been doing to help you and support your goals as a Chief Digital Officer?
You know what, at a high level, the goals that I have are really quite straightforward. One, help to transform our current business, streamline, make it really efficient and compelling, and support our growth in our as-a-service business with Apex. And at the heart of both of those is creating compelling experiences for our customers as well as our employees. So through Salesforce, I think there's the idea of having the common platform that our employees have information at their fingertips, whether it's the sales organization, more recently the service organization, and our marketing teams. They can be really responsive to customers. And from an IT perspective, I get to retire a lot of old stuff, right? We move it to Salesforce, we create a great experience for our employees, they can support customers, and we get a streamlined environment on the IT side. So it's been a really great relationship and really important to achieving our goals.
And so you shared, I loved how you talked about your service organization. How has that customer support service organization been part of your transformation?
Yeah, so I think if we're talking about how the Salesforce, the customer success team has been on this journey with us, starting from our sales implementation with Sales Cloud, and they're really powerful in terms of we like to push the envelope. Sometimes we have our own ideas about how we can do things, and they're with us on that journey to either give us great guidance, more recently looking at all of the data that we're accumulating and how we can use it more effectively to support our customers. So we really look at the customer success team as being part of our team, providing a lot of great guidance and insight on the journey.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for welcoming us into your hometown here of Austin, and for being such an incredible leader and an incredible female leader, I have to say, at a tech. That is such an inspiration to me and to everybody watching. So thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
And now we get to see more of this innovation in action with our VP of Product Marketing, Dana Cherry. Dana, take it away.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah. I'm here at Astroforce Games to see how Dell is using Salesforce to help them level up. Lena is the director of game development, and she's about to kick off the creation of their most ambitious game ever. She knows their current hardware and data storage technology is slowing them down, and they'll need more robust solutions to power virtual reality production. Lena's researching what technology is best for her studio's VR work. She's excited to learn that Dell's Precision workstations can handle complex VR modeling. So she heads to their website to learn more. Game's about to start. Let me show you how it's done. Nope, I'm gonna get you again. Lena is looking for inspiration for the game. She's researching solutions for their technology needs and has been chatting with friends in the industry about how they work in VR. Looks like she can check inspiration off the to-do list. Also, her friend in the know just got back to her with some sage VR advice. While she's in the app, she sees a very relevant ad. Wait a minute, how does Dell know that Lena would be interested in this event? Well, Marketing Cloud enables Dell to use their data with customer consent from any source, like Lena's earlier engagement with Dell content to deliver targeted ads to prospects wherever they are and capture more leads. Lena registered for the event without ever leaving LinkedIn. And the information she's providing is pulled into Salesforce, so Dell can create even more personalized experiences for Lena. While the team is hard at work developing the new game, Lena is checking out how the other games handle water simulation. Here, we see Marketing Cloud at work again, using each of Lena's previous interactions with Dell to personalize the next. Dell is meeting Lena where she is, once again. The Customer 360 platform connects Lena's experiences across marketing and sales, so her journey with Dell continues seamlessly for both her and sales reps like Blake. With Sales Cloud on her mobile phone, Blake simply picks up right from Lena's last marketing engagement. Thanks to Customer 360 platform, all of Lena's customer data, no matter where it's coming from, is unified into a single profile, providing Blake and all Dell employees with a complete view of Lena. Einstein lead scoring ensures Blake is prioritizing her time on the leads with the highest conversion potential. Here, artificial intelligence is using Lena's previous marketing engagements to assign Lena a score of 87. And knowing Lena just attended the Dell event, Einstein recommends that Blake reach out now.
I'm glad we can help. I can't wait to play Trailblazer Rapids. Good luck.
Can't believe we finally did it.
Astroforce Games has grown quite a bit since the launch of their first VR game, and so have their data storage needs. Lena is all about self-service, so she reaches out to Dell via chat. Einstein processes the conversation to identify and surface a relevant knowledge article to the service agent. With chat, case details, customer data, and intelligence all integrated into Service Cloud, the agent can quickly get Lena the answer she needs. Case closed. By uniting marketing, sales, and service on the Customer 360 platform, Dell makes it simple for their employees to deliver customer success from anywhere. And you can too, with the world's #1 CRM. All right, I better focus. Back to you, Sarah.
1 minute, 1 minute. I've got it. Almost. Oh, uh-oh. Sorry, Sarah. Sorry. Back to you.